Chicago Farmer and the Fieldnotes. It's the most beautiful Union Square Music Hall, Newark, Ohio crowd we've ever had. This might be our first time, but regardless, y'all look great tonight. Half the room's in flannels. I feel right at home. Thanks for coming out tonight. Just celebrated 20 years of Chicago Farmer music last year, and we're keeping the celebration going. And at some point in my illustrious career, people started calling this music I make working class music. And I was so honored to hear that for the first time. A lot of my friends back home give me a hard time about it though. Mostly because they're actually working class people and I just sing about it, you know? But somebody's got to, am I right, folks? Come on. We were in Newport, Kentucky last night, and I was hanging out with a buddy, and he's a bricklayer. And I said, it's great to see you. I had such a nice time, but I should probably get going. And he said, ooh, you got a big day of playing guitar and writing poems tomorrow? I said, as a matter of fact, I do. I gotta be in Newark by like 8 o'clock. This is a song that started it all. I wrote this after I worked at Caterpillar Incorporated in 4 days. Never got a paycheck in those 4 days, but I got this song. Hope y'all like it. Break Jensen over there. We got a new song for you here. We know everybody already knows all of our old stuff. So we got a new song for you. I'm from a town of 1,700 people, and whenever I have a dry spell on inspiration or writing, all I have to do is go to my hometown and just drive around. And then songs just come. It's the weirdest thing. And I started thinking about all the cars that I owned over the years. And there wasn't one single car out of the 20 that I've owned over the years that were song-worthy. They were that bad. And, but I started thinking about all the other people's cars in town. I remember the girls in high school, they always had the cool cars. And the guys, like, we just didn't care what our cars were. Like, we had tractor day one day at school, and all the guys drove their tractors to school. And then after that, the guys just kept only driving their tractors to school after Tractors Day. It became every day, and so I had to really get down with the girls' cars. And there was this girl named Tina Hart, and she had an '85 Mustang. And it was the greatest, coolest car in town. I said it would be way more cool if I wrote a song about her car than my 1990 Chevy Beretta GT. Do y'all want to hear it? Yeah! Alright, we want to play it. It goes like this. People come to watch you run when I think it puts her in a pretty good light. You know? She had a cool car. She deserved a song. As you'll find out later in the show, I've written songs about way weirder things. Well, how are we doing tonight, folks? Anybody go to the pub crawl? No? None of it. Okay. It said there was a pub crawl going on tonight. No? They're really making me crawl, though. I don't think their bar's open here tonight. But that's really tough on us because we got a couple beer songs. Is that all right if we play a beer song? Even though... Yeah. All right. Here you go. Well, this is a beer song, but really what this song has become is a new genre that we created called inflation protest songs. You guys want to get down with an inflation protest song? Yeah. That last song I wrote for my small town and me and Tina Hart, but this song I wrote for everybody. Well, 99% of us. I wrote this song for 99%. We're going to get a little country on you, and if you've heard this song before, like last year, the song's changed a little bit, so you got to pay attention. Saw us last year, you know, the song was called $13 beers. Inflation, man. I tell you, last year, folks, we played on a rooftop in Key West, Florida. We played on a mountaintop in Snowmass, Colorado. We played in a cave in Tennessee. But one of my most favorite things was playing a concert $5. Not too bad, am I right? But the guy running the beer truck really likes our band and he really likes this song. So during this song and this song only, beers were only $4. Come on! So we played the 38-minute version of $15 beers, ladies and gentlemen. Because we are 5 men of the people. By the time Charlie played his 11th bass solo, everybody was hammered, and they were crawling. And I left after a song. I got out of there fast. Saw a guy on the corner wearing a Bengals hat, so I asked, cheers, cause we're not drinking $15 beer. Thanks for coming out tonight, it's good to see you. Hey, let's play some blues for the people. What do you say, guys? Y'all want to hear some blues tonight? We're feeling a little bluesy. Let's sing some blues on a Friday night. This is Jake Willis over here on all things guitars and high harmonies and long beards and long notes. We really don't know what our music is. We play every genre. Heavy metal coming to you in the second set. Don't go anywhere. I'm sitting on that porch, word like a log, trying to get you home through the evening fog, and I'm worried. Oh Lord, I've been worried. I'm worried about something 200 miles away. Tired of that traffic, stuck in the gate. Something tragic, oh, it's getting late, and I'm worried. time there, you just gotta play the blues. It's just, you feel them and you gotta play them. This is a cool town here, Newark, Ohio. Thanks for having us. Been to Columbus many times. Actually, I've been here a couple times too, and it always feels like a nice town to hang out in. And you got places to park. Nobody cut us off. I mean, we have a very large van. Our van is called Barbara Strai's van. You might see it parked out front. We're pretty proud of old Barb. She just got back from Seattle, Washington. Made it all the way to Seattle, Washington and back. Thank you, Barbara Strai's van. You know what it is. We're pretty proud of Barb. Pretty proud of her name. I have to give it up to Cody, and also this is Charlie Harris on the bass. They named the van. No matter how hard I would have tried, I would not have come up with that. And believe me, I've tried. There's lots of Vanna Whites. There's lots of Vanny DeVitos. There's a double whammy Vantonio Banderas, which is really good. But I still just, you can't beat Barb. You just can't beat it. I would choose Barbara Strai's van over Tina Hart's Mustang any day. Not saying a lot, ladies and gentlemen. Well, anyways, folks, we played you country, then we played you the blues. I don't know if you like bluegrass or not, but we were playing poker one night with the bluegrass band from Columbus, Ohio, and we just totally wiped them out. And they didn't have any money to pay us because they're a bluegrass band from Columbus, Ohio. So we wound up with this thing called a mandolin. And we're like, all right, that's better than getting nothing, I guess. And Cody Bones was like, I'll learn how to play it. And I said, cool. He learned how to play it. And now we play it. Where I come from in central Illinois, we're surrounded by farms and factories, and we're grateful to have them both, because my humble opinion, the two should not mix. I come from a long line of family farmers. That's what this song's about. It goes like this. Thank you. Being a musician, that's always my workout of the day. Thanks for making me sweat. I was thinking we might drive through Columbus and give that thing back, but I think we're going to hang on to it. Those lyrics came by pretty fast, but if you heard in the song, my grandpa really did retire from farming at the age of 85. When he retired from farming at the age of 85, he had his buddy down the road take over the work for him. He was 83. And when my grandpa turned 86, he got 2 brand new knees, and I went to see him in the hospital, and he was pissed. I said, "What's the matter, Grandpa? Are you in pain?" He said, "No." He said, "Can you believe these knees only came with a 15-year warranty?" Grandpa, take it easy. You're 86. But, ladies and gentlemen, he just passed away like a month ago, and he was 101. And so, I'm not much of a mathematician, but 86 to 101. Anyways, we miss him dearly. And he lived in the same farmhouse his entire life, except for when he went to college, and when he went to the Army, and when he went to the nursing home for his last couple of years. And, I learned how to drive on that farm when I was 11 years old. He gave me his pickup truck and let me tear the hell out of the fields. So by the time I got to driver's ed, I was already a professional. And we had this driver's ed instructor in my little small town. His name was John T. Weiser. And if you wanted to get your driver's license and pass driver's ed in my little town, what you had to do was John T. Weiser would take you to the cemetery, and there was a road about that wide, and you'd have to drive through the cemetery a half a mile in reverse. It's a true story. I had to do that. Tina Hart had to do that. Barbara Streisand never had to do that. She grew up in a bigger city, but and I said, "Mr. Miyagi, what kind of small town Mr. Miyagi lesson is this, Mr. Weiser?" And he said, "Just do it," and I did it, and I passed with flying colors, ladies and gentlemen. I got my license. I immediately started heading east from central Illinois, and I remember I-74 was always under construction. And now I'm 45 years old, and every time I head east on I-74, it's still under construction. And I got to this town called Danville, Illinois one day on my way to Indianapolis. And I sat there in a standstill for 30 minutes in construction without moving. And I had this old Mercury Grand Marquis at the time, so I started stomping on the floorboards. There's a standstill, oh, in Danville, I said. There's a standstill, oh, in Danville. And when I finally started moving again, I had this song. And that's your part. have on our 3-week tour that we have tonight is my beautiful wife's back there working the merch. Yeah. When we were in Seattle, I had to do the merch, and let me tell you, sales were really light. You see her, I mean, you understand why sales have been picking up in the last 2 days. Thanks, honey. She's a teacher. She married a musician. She deserves a big round of applause. She also makes guitar string jewelry. It's the coolest thing ever. Instead of these strings going into a landfill, my wife takes them and turns them into beautiful pieces of art. It's called Twice Upon a String, so check it out. We're going to play a couple more and take a short break so y'all can go downstairs and get a drink and crawl back up here to see Chicago Farmer's second set, which we've saved for all of our good material. He could always be found in the backyard. The bases he'd round until it grew too dark. When his time came, he didn't hesitate. They put him in the game, and he stepped up to the plate. He was thinking curveball, but he got instead 95 miles an hour right into his head. He hobbled down to first with a lump on his face, and on the very next pitch, he up and stole second base. With the greatest speed, he wasn't born, but he had the dirtiest uniform. With the greatest speed, he wasn't born, but he had the dirtiest uniform. Board was out of touch, the kids were out of reach. She never gave up on her passion to teach. And even though the school was on the wrong side of the tracks, she crossed over and she came and gave back. We knew she could have left, but she stuck around to get everyone else's feet back on the ground. Then we would thrive and we'd achieve, 'cause she's the first one to arrive and the last one to leave. From the wealthiest town, she wasn't born. She had the dirtiest uniform. From the wealthiest town, she wasn't born. She had the dirtiest uniform. Both of them folks, they were heroes to me. And I grew up with hopes of something to be. I'd watch him play, listen to her teach, and I set out on my way to practice what they preach. So I heard my calling, and I found my thing. And I spend my Friday nights just falling down trying to sing. But I get back up, just like they taught, and I keep on working with the tools that I've got. With the dirtiest boys, I wasn't born, but I had the dirtiest uniform. With the dirtiest boys, I wasn't born, but I had the dirtiest uniform. Names in the lights, get out the van. Not playing union music, all with the band. Putting in the miles, we've been living the dream. It's all worthwhile the times you take one for the team. With the catchiest sound, we weren't for the catchiest songs. We don't perform, but we've got the dirtiest uniforms. Thanks for coming out tonight. I hope you're having a good time so far. Our newest member back here, give it up for him on the drums, Frank Kurtz, everybody. Darling, I'm telling you this, letting you know that I'm sorry you're sick. No tears of sorrow won't do you no good. I'll be a doctor if I only could. What do you want from the liquor store? Something sour, something sweet. But I bought you all that your belly can hold. You can be sure you won't suffer no more. I see the ocean on the deepest canal. You get to your darling just to make you well. There's no place on earth I wouldn't hasten to go to cool your fever. This I want you to know. What do you want from the liquor store? Something sour, something sweet. But I want you all that your belly can hold. You can be sure you won't